I've received an upgrade in every single hotel that I've stayed in 2022 and 2023, but I never booked using Navy Federal points until now. Take this walk with me. What is up, team? It's your boy Sledge from the SledgeIncTeam, back with another video. And today, we're going to be talking about my very first Navy Federal points redemption. And you know over here at SledgeInc, we get straight to business, so let's get to it. First things first, this is part 2 of a 2-part series about my trip to Dallas, Texas. And if you haven't seen part 1 about my PenFed points redemption, go check that video out. The reason for this trip was to go see the Lakers-Mavs game because I wanted to go see LeBron a couple times before he calls it quits.
At the game. LeBron.
I went over my flight to Dallas and how I got upgraded to the presidential suite at the Tapestry Hotel by Hilton in part 1. Now the second hotel we stayed in was the Magnolia Dallas Hotel. Now this one is in the heart of downtown Dallas, and it's an older hotel with that Waldorf Astoria feel. Across the street from the Magnolia, they were playing the Dolphins versus Titans game on the side of this building. So if you wanted to watch the game in the outside seated area, you could, and I thought that was kind of dope. The room that I booked at the Magnolia was the Queen Deluxe Parlor, which is a 500 square foot room with a living area. And that room is definitely nice, but you know it wouldn't be your boy if I didn't ask for an upgrade. Now I don't have any relationship with this hotel nor status. I'm not even sure if the hotel has a loyalty program, but it just wouldn't be your boy if I didn't request an upgrade. Now the reason that I booked the Deluxe Queen Parlor room is because whenever I book a hotel, I try to book 1 or 2 rates below the room that I actually want. So that way it's more likely to get the upgrade, but even if I don't or I get denied for the upgrade, I'll still be happy with that room. Therefore, unless I'm just trying to find a place to lay my head for the night, I'm not likely to book the cheapest room because it's just easier to get upgraded to a larger room or a suite when you're not starting from the bottom. The room that I originally booked was $210 including tax. So that's 42,000 Navy Federal points because Navy Federal points are worth 1 cent per point when you book travel. Now, when I requested the upgrade, I asked exactly for the room that I wanted, which was the Signature Queen Suite. At 680 square feet, this is the hotel's largest room, and it has a living area, full kitchen, and a dining area. Now, if you ever booked a hotel room in a downtown metro area, you will know that 680 square feet is a decent sized room because rooms downtown tend to be kind of small. The gentleman at the front desk saw that I had already messaged the hotel and requested an upgrade, and they had already approved us for the Signature Queen Suite. Disclaimer, whenever you book a hotel, message or email the property 2 to 3 days before you arrive and request an upgrade to the room that you actually want. And when you get to the property, ask in person. This has worked for me 100% of the time for the last 2 years, and we travel rather frequently. Now remember when I said I paid 42,200 Navy Federal points because the room that I booked was $210 per night. But a Signature Queen Suite is $340 per night. So I paid 42,200 Navy Federal points for a room that I would have paid $680 or 68,000 Navy Federal points because I booked it for 2 nights. So make sure that you request an upgrade at every hotel that you stay in, regardless if you have a relationship or status at that hotel, because the worst thing they can say is no. But more than likely, you might get that upgrade. I took a poll in my community and asked, do you request an upgrade when you check into hotels? I was actually shocked that majority of the 138 people that responded to the poll said they never asked for an upgrade. The actual results were 1% said that they asked but never get the upgrade. 2% of the people that responded said they stay with their family or in an Airbnb. 30% said that they ask sometimes. But my question to you is, what is preventing you from asking every time? 43% of the people said that they never asked, but as the old saying goes, a closed mouth does not get fed. Who made that saying up though? And 25% are people just like me that request an upgrade every single time. The only thing I can say is the worst thing that can happen is they can say no. Do your research on a closed mouth not getting fed. But this is the Signature Queen Suite that I got simply by asking at a hotel that I've never been to and I don't have status with. Now, I always get a room on the highest floor available, and this view of downtown Dallas from the living room of this hotel room was amazing. As I said earlier in the video, this hotel has that Waldorf Astoria feel, as you can tell by this letterbox and the area that led to the spa and the fitness center. And speaking of the fitness center in the Magnolia is a decent size because you know your boy had to get it in because health is wealth. But one thing about the Magnolia is there are no restaurants on the property, which is trash. It isn't trash because it's in the center of downtown and it's in walking distances of many restaurants, but it's trash. But the manager at the hotel more than made up for it because she ordered us an Uber that the hotel paid for to take us to Beto & Sons restaurant because I wanted to try the liquid nitrogen margarita. The area where Beto & Sons is located has a cool atmosphere and seems like a nice little hangout spot. These nice people shared their s'mores with us because Miss SledgeIncTeam can't help but to make new friends everywhere we go. But the main event was the liquid nitrogen margarita, which was a whole show because it was something I've never experienced or seen before. Chicken tinga enchilada was good as well, and I used my Capital One Savor One card to pay for the food and drinks at Beto & Sons. When we finished exploring, which I have to say again was a cool atmosphere, I called the hotel and they sent the Uber to pick us up, so I have to give them a huge shout out for that. We came to Dallas to see the Lakers Mavericks game, but we spent the rest of the trip enjoying the city, going to the food truck district, and going to some museums. On the Uber ride to the airport, we rode in the Lincoln Continental, which I paid for with my Navy Federal More Rewards card, which is hooked up with my Marriott account so I can double dip those points. I was surprised to see a 2021 car with an ashtray in the door, and the back seat had a back massager. When we got to the airport, we went to the Capital One Lounge because we get 2 visits per year with the regular Venture card. But when we got there was a waiting list. So your boy did what? Your boy went to the Priority Pass Lounge because I'm not waiting to get into an airport lounge. And this is why it'll be hard for me to part with my American Express Platinum card because other credit cards just don't have the lounge network that American Express has. Now, I didn't get any footage of the Priority Pass Lounge because even though the lounge has 2 sides to it on 2 different sides of the airport, the lounge is still relatively small and I didn't want to invade on anybody's privacy. But the key was, we were still able to get into the Priority Pass Lounge, and I still haven't been to a Capital One Lounge yet. Then we headed back home, but one thing's for sure, we're gonna visit Dallas again because 4 days there just wasn't enough. One thing that I have to note is, you cannot combine points from different Navy Federal cards, which is trash. So the points that I used to book our stay at the Magnolia was points that I earned from my Navy Federal flagship card. I have a decent amount of points on my Navy Federal More Rewards card, so I'll be looking to book a flight or a hotel room or both of those points sometime in the coming year. Well, if you like this content or was just entertained, hit that thumbs up, share this video, but most importantly, drop a salute emoji in the comment section. And remember, the separation is in the preparation. It's your boy Sledge. Salute.